What's up? How's everybody doing? I'm doing great. I haven't posted in a while. Things been happening either with family or me. I applied for college and I start college on November 22nd at Full Sail University here in Florida for film, seminar, and video production. I'll be working with movies and TV shows, producing the film for all of that. And second, my seizures have been a nightmare. Whatever. And then, two family members have passed away. One passed away from a heart attack, and the other one passed away from lung cancer. My mom, she's been doing okay. Sorry, every time I do something on my video, she thinks that she can just pop up. I love you. But my mom, she had a little incident where it revolved with ambulance and a trip to the hospital at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's something that was kind of bad, but it's not too bad. But the condition that she was in at the time that it happened, protocol. If the paramedics think that it is necessary for the patient to go to the hospital and you refuse and deny the treatment, then don't call them back, don't have a problem, whatever, just, you know everything, right? So, in this scenario, my mom is disabled, I tell you that all the time. So she needs help taking a shower, right? And she fell, smacked her head on the toilet. She's fine. Just bruising, swelling her legs and head. Nothing major, nothing too phenomenal, nothing bad. Not phenomenal. I guess phenomenally bad. I don't know. And I've just been dealing with a lot of issues. And, I know that watching children have cancer and watching them go through what they go through, and a lot of people are sensitive to that kind of content. But in reality, this is my channel. This is the only way that awareness can ever come around. And sometimes, or not sometimes, all the time, in order to actually see and understand what somebody is going through, you have to see it yourself or experience it firsthand. You know, I mean, my friend's kids, they're 3 and 11 years old. I get it, it's sad. You don't want to see them hurt. You don't want to see them screaming, crying, pain because of the pain and anxiety and all of that just goes up with it. Regardless of what it is, kids, they don't understand like we adults do. So it's harder on them. So they're going to cry and they're going to scream and they're going to wiggle like worms and try to get away as much as possible. But unfortunately, in order to get better, they have to go through what they have to go through. And unfortunately, they both have neuroblastoma, which is a cancer that goes in the adrenal glands. I had that video up, and I'm about to make another update video about them. Charm, she is 3 years old, okay? Charm and Una have neuroblastoma. Charm, the one that's 3, had to have adrenal surgery in her stomach. She had a mass in her stomach. Una, she had a mass in her head. So she had to have brain surgery. Unfortunately, they're taking Una, the 11-year-old, she is taking a turn for the worst, honestly, right now. And I'll be surprised if she survives, to be honest. She is deteriorating so rapidly. She's in constant pain. She's constantly pale. She's constantly throwing up. She's constantly just suffering. She's suffering. These kids are suffering from this childhood cancer. And unfortunately, I and many other people have to, or I want to, put their stories out there in order for people to understand what they and many others are going through. I'm sorry you're sensitive. I'm sorry you don't want to see that kind of content. I'm sorry that you may think because I said my page is for learning, education, seizures, on yada yada yada. What am I putting cancer up there for? Because cancer, these kids are a part of my life. These kids are a part of my life. I consider these two little girls like family. So I'm going to do anything and everything as possible to get their awareness out there. Through the PayPals that I've already posted up on here, it would be more than anything in the whole wide world just to raise a little bit of money for these kids. Not just for Una, not just for Charm, for all the kids. Every kid that has to walk through them cancer doors because they have the cancer and not knowing if they're going to be able to get their treatment or not. My friends, they live in the Philippines, and over in the Philippines, they don't get to have the immunotherapy like we do in the United States. So, it costs way more money over there in the Philippines than what it does in the United States. So you have to realize, we think we're having a problem, we think we're suffering, but the cancer that we have here, you don't know what it's like living in other countries that don't even get to have what we get to have. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. And unfortunately, the world that we live in can be traumatic. It's going to be scary. There are going to be times we feel helpless and hopeless. There's going to be times that we wish that we can do something for somebody, but we can't do it. But then the people that bitch and complain about something don't even have the audacity to help somebody else. Why? Why are you complaining about something? How can you make a difference in this world if you don't stand up? It's hard for me to watch kids suffer. You think it's easy for me to post these videos? Imagine what it's like for the parents that have to deal with this on a day-to-day basis. Imagine it. You think your life is hard? I think my life is hard. We have no idea what a hard even means until we step foot into somebody else's shoes that are in a condition that could be terminal. These kids are gonna die. And unfortunately, Una and Charm will pass away. They have neuroblastoma. Okay? Stage 4. There's 5 stages in cancer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're in stage 4. 4. So, I'm going to be making videos when I can. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm going to be starting school. I'm going to have my mindset to some other things other than videos. I'm not going to stop making videos. I'm not going to forget to make videos. But I have a life, unfortunately, and lately it's been a little hectic. So I'm going to have to do what I am going to be able to do. So right now, I will just do what I can do and just sit back and hold on and just take it as I go. Take it as I go because you know what? Life is just, this is how life is for me. This is how life's going to be for everybody else in this world. There's things that we don't want to do. Some things we don't want to go through. Some things we want to do but we can't do because we have other things that we have to do. But unfortunately, that's the reality, that world that we live in. Like I've already said 100 bazillion times already. Okay, so I'm not being rude. I'm just being honest and truthful about what is really happening. This is my life. This is what's happening. I'm sorry that I can't post videos, but I'm gonna get it to when I can get it. So stick around and wait for the next video. And I hope you have a blessed day. And thanks for watching.